I was talking to a couple of the guys in the gym the other day, and someone asked me, "What do you do for fun?" Completely fair question. Don't get me wrong, it's a fair question. He was like, "What are you going to do for fun this summer?" And I thought about it for a second, and I was like, this is my fun. I was like, I love building, I love creating, I love progressing. And however I can do that towards my goals, that is what is fun for me, even though it is challenging. When you start to associate fun with discomfort rather than fun with comfort, life gets so much better. So much better. I love learning to wake up early and get a routine in the morning. I love going to the gym every day. I love building my business. I love building my content and coaching business. I love tracking my macros every day. I love doing my morning cardio every day. I love marketing. I love hitting my goals for the day. Like, that is the stuff that I love because I love the discomfort and the problems that come with it. That is what is fun. I don't find going out and drinking every weekend fun. I don't find eating junk food fun. I don't find, hanging out with my boys on weekend nights. Like, I don't even really find that fun anymore because, like, what are we going to do? I'm in a season of my life where I just want to be alone. There's a very select few people that I want to hang out with, and when I want to hang out with them, it's not a lot of times per month because I am in a season of my life where I want to be alone and I want to progress every single day. And that is what is fun to me in this season of my life and for the foreseeable future in the foreseeing seasons. So my point in saying this is that define your own version of fun. Fun doesn't have to be, going out and partying every weekend, eating like shit, sleeping in, watching Netflix. It doesn't, like, people associate that with fun because people associate comfort with fun. Once you start associating fun with discomfort rather than fun with comfort, life gets a lot better and your perspective changes. Because you're like, okay, I find this thing fun, even though it is unpopular, even though other people don't find this thing fun, I enjoy it internally, so I'm going to do that. And as you build on that, you're going to find it more fun, and that's where more growth comes. So don't worry about what other people find fun, because the norm, about 95% of people, consider fun to be something involved with comfort. And I want to give you guys an example. Like, I remember, there's multiple examples, but last year I went to a couple parties during the summer. And that was a summer where I ran the $140,000 painting business. And I was reflecting on last year, and the reason I went to those parties is because other people said they were going to be fun. And when I went to the parties, I had fun that night. I drank, went to bed late, got up late. But the next day, I felt so behind and so off and so comfortable that the resistance to getting back to my uncomfortable ways felt like so much harder. And it almost stayed with me, like the hungover feeling, the feeling of like I did something that I went against everything that I enjoy. So the lack of self-respect, the comfort aspect, those two things killed me on those days. But I didn't self-reflect enough to understand that, okay, I don't actually enjoy those things, so it's okay to say no. But they affected me days after, and it affected my work, it affected my production. Maybe I could have done a bigger business if I didn't go on those 3, 4, 5 days during the summer. So depending on what your goals are and what you're trying to do, your fun should be associated with discomfort. My fun is going to the gym. My fun is going to get these flyers and lawn signs out to market my business, to get calls, to set up estimates, and then sell them, and then produce the work to build my business. That is hard, which is fun. My fun is getting up early, even though I don't do it every day because I'm still building the habit. That is my fun, because once I do it, I get the fulfillment feeling. The fulfillment feeling is much better than any sort of fun you can get from comfort, no matter what. The fulfillment I get from helping other people, the fulfillment I get from when I get messages from people telling me that they're loving my content and they want more of it, that is what I love. Because making the content is not easy. It's just constantly flowing through it's thoughts constantly flowing through my head, but formulating them into words, formulating them into stories that have happened in my life, that's what I'm trying to get better at. Because I know what I'm trying to think in my head, but formulating it into words and putting it into a story for you guys to watch, that is what I'm learning. But once I do that and it's good and someone takes something away from it, that feeling is what I strive for. And the process of getting there is what I strive for. So I want you to use this as a guide to understand that you do not have to cave to the fun of what everyone else thinks is fun. Because if you're still, say, whether you're 20 or you're 40, you're around the same group of people every day, every week, every month, every year, especially if you're not actively trying to switch it up. And most people are average. That's just what it is. But if you don't want to be average, then you have to be willing to do uncomfortable things and get a different relationship with uncomfortable things. People always ask me how I got my physique. My physique didn't come from liking the gym. My physique came from going through the pain of not liking the gym. Then I went through a season where I hated my life and I took it out on the gym. Then I went through a season where I started to love the gym, and now it's part of my life. And if I don't get the complete and utter pain and discomfort in the gym every single day, I can feel myself getting worse. So I need to go and just put everything I have into the gym in order to feel fulfilled, in order to feel relaxed. I feel less relaxed when I don't go to the gym. So once you get to that point, it's just, there's no chance that you get out of shape. There's no chance I ever get out of shape now because I've built this. So once you get around to that, that's all you need. You just need to continue to go through it every single day. When you go through it every day, no matter what, you're going to get to the point where you're like, okay, I don't even, like yesterday, I didn't want to go to the gym. It was like 7:30. I worked all day and I didn't want to go, but I knew that if I didn't go, this morning would suck even more. The wake up would suck even more. So I went to the gym. I got it in for an hour and a half, and I felt amazing when I left. And even though I only got 5 hours of sleep, it was better than not going to the gym and getting 8 hours of sleep. And I don't give a fuck what you say. Oh no, it's not optimal. Like you need 8 hours of sleep in order to recover properly and allow your muscles to grow. No, like it's for my mental. I'm gonna grow. I'll be just fine. Like I'll continue to grow my physique. I'll be just fine. I did it for my mental. Because if I didn't go to the gym yesterday, I would feel it right now. Even though I just did cardio, if I didn't lift weights, it's part of my routine, it's part of my lifestyle, it's part of who I am. And people think that that's shallow. That is not shallow. Prioritizing your health, prioritizing your body over a lot of other things, most other things, prioritizing it over being around friends, prioritizing it around sometimes being around family, it is worth it. It is not shallow because you prioritizing your health, prioritizing your body, prioritizing your self-confidence because you keep the promises you make to yourself in the gym, that is more important than hanging out with people around you, than eating the junk food, than sleeping in. It is more important because if you want to show up for the other people in your life that you care for and that care for you, you need to have the discipline, the confidence, the wherewithal to actually be able to provide for them. And if going to the gym and building your physique is part of that, then it is more important than hanging out with them in that moment. And that's what people don't understand. And that's what I started to understand. I go to the gym on Christmas. I go to the gym on fucking whatever, Easter, on my mom's birthday, my sister's birthday, my own birthday. Like if I go because I want to be the best version of myself for them as well. If I don't go, I can feel it. I can feel the nagging feeling like you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. And when I don't do it, I'm just like, fuck. Like I need stimulus in my body. I need to challenge myself physically. And cardio does that, but it's a different kind of resistance. So that's why it's fun for me, is because I have a different relationship with pain, discomfort, and struggling. But you can't just flip a switch and get that. You need to develop it. It's not like you're here, you love comfort and fun is your comfort, and then one day you're here and, pain and discomfort is your fun. It's you start here, you move here over a month or two, you keep moving, you start to love it. You're in the middle, you start to love it. And then from there, it's just up and up and up and up and up, and you go further up the scale. It is that simple, and you don't feel yourself getting better at it in the moment. But when you look back in a couple months, and I say this every time, you look back in a couple months, you say, holy shit, 3 months ago, I had a much different relationship with pain and discomfort. I've built so much momentum over these past 3 months that I just want to continue to get better. I want to continue to grow my relationship with pain and discomfort. And that is what it comes down to, and that's anything. And that's what I am trying to instill in myself for this business. Is I have $0 sold. I'm supposed to start in 13 days. I have painters that need work. But I'm not worried about it. Because I know that the processes are rock solid, the systems are rock solid, and that I'm going to do what it takes to get there because I already showed myself I could do it last year. Last year at this point, I would be freaking the fuck out that I had $0 sold. Freaking out because I didn't understand it. I hadn't gone through it yet. So you need to go through it to have the confidence to understand that once you realize your relationship with pain is starting to grow, you only want to grow it more because you already experienced it. And that's the other side of things that I want to talk about is like confidence comes from competence. So if you want confidence in the gym, if you want confidence with your relationship with pain and discomfort, if you want confidence in the business you're trying to grow, if you want confidence in waking up early, if you want confidence in tracking your macros, then you need to do them repetitively and learn every day. And that's how you gain the confidence, because you gain the confidence from doing the thing, then doing the thing well. Once you do the thing well, you know what you did wrong. You can fix what you did wrong. Then once you fix what you did wrong, you're confident. It's that simple. It is that simple in anything. Like when I can relate it to I'm going to relate it to content. Everything I relate to in terms of the gym and confidence, I try to relate to content because I was petrified to speak in front of a camera 8 months ago. And now I'm here sitting doing YouTube videos. I have, 400 pieces of short content. I have like 30 pieces of long form content. I had no idea I was going to be here, but it's because I took the leap and I believed in myself. And I only was able to believe in myself because of the other things I've done in my life that have yielded me to understand that delayed gratification is a real thing if you stick to the process every single day. So I invested in myself. I believed in myself to do this coaching, which I haven't done shit for it, but I still believe in myself and I'm still going to continue the process every single day because I believe in myself. But if I didn't go to the gym and develop that delayed gratification, I didn't go to the gym and develop the wherewithal to continue through the process even though it gets tough. If I didn't do that in the business last year, if I didn't do that with tracking my macros, then I wouldn't believe in myself to follow through with this day after day, week after week, month after month, to follow through with online coaching. It is that simple. And I'm looking at it in terms of years. I'm not looking at it in terms of months or weeks. I'm saying, okay, I'm doing the painting business while also doing the online coaching. Say it takes me 2 or 3 years to get to where I want to be with online coaching. What do I need to do for the next 2 or 3 years to supplement an income, to provide for myself, to get this on my feet, to make it like my full-time thing? That's how I'm thinking. I'm not thinking, oh, when I'm done with this painting business, I'll be good. Like I can quit it, and this is like online coaching is the only thing I'm gonna have to do, or only thing I'm gonna get to do. That's not the way I'm thinking, because that's not logical. It's not logical to think that you can start and grow your first business on your own within a year to the point where you're in a more than comfortable living situation financially. It's just not realistic. So I'm thinking about this in terms of year. If this takes me 5 years, I'm still going to do it because I am here for the process. I'm not here for the result right away. I want to help as many of you as possible. And however long that takes for me to get my message out, because I know my message is strong, however long that takes for me to get to the point where I can help as many of you as possible, that's how long it's going to take, and that's fine. And that is completely fine. Because I know that I can impact you guys. I know that we can grow together. And if I need to do this alongside, another business, alongside another job, I'm going to do it because I enjoy providing value for you guys. I want you guys to know what can happen when you change in your mindset, your habits, your training, and your nutrition. Like, everything can change. Everything. And that's what changed for me. But it all started with consciously understanding that I needed to change my relationship with pain and discomfort. Everything stemmed from that. The gym, my first 6 or 7 months, or however long it was, I was just going through the motions. And that was fine because I was learning and I didn't have anyone to learn from. But I started to feel pain in myself. Like, I started to feel pain in my body. The lack of confidence, the lack of just everything. I just had an empty feeling. A feeling of lack. And once I consciously recognized that, I went so fucking hard in the gym, and that changed my relationship. And then I got to a point where I was, okay, I have this relationship with pain in the gym. So my whole day was centered around going to the gym because I knew once I got through that pain, I would feel better afterwards. But I didn't understand that I could apply that to everything else in life. So I had that period where those 2 hours, 3 hours I would go to the gym, I loved it. But the other 20, 21 hours, I would feel like shit. And then I had the period where I started to apply that to other areas of my life. And then all the days started getting better. And now I understand consciously when I'm at a high frequency, when I'm at a low frequency. And I'm at a high frequency when I'm in the most pain, when I'm trying to solve a problem, when I'm suffering, because I know that the pendulum always swings. If I'm in a feeling, or I'm in a state of mind where I feel like absolute dog shit, the pendulum is going to swing the other way, and the depth of my struggle will determine the height of my success. So if I feel like absolute dog shit, and the problem is tough, once I solve that problem, I get momentum the other way. As long as I keep riding the upward swing of the pendulum swinging, I'm going to have an amazing next couple days, or next couple weeks, or next month. Who knows? But just being able to understand the pendulum always swings and being able to stay in the middle and stay still allows you to deal with pain and discomfort and struggling and suffering better. Because you understand, this will pass. This too shall pass. This pain that I'm feeling will pass. Oh, nice guy. This feeling that I have, it's not permanent. So it doesn't matter. Because I feel like shit, and so what? Everyone else feels like shit sometimes. Everyone else goes through the same emotions. It's how you deal with those emotions and how you control them and what you do with them once you have them by the balls. Once you have your emotions by the balls and you dictate your actions based on how you feel, nothing can stop you. But I wanted to go on that rant. I feel better. It's always great to get these out. But like I said, $0 sold in the business right now. I got a couple estimates for this week. I'm going to give you guys, weekly updates so you can see the progress and you can watch me build this. I'm getting, I'm posting everything, the day-to-day life on my Instagram stories. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go check me out on Instagram and you guys are going to see the whole journey. You guys are going to see it from the beginning. By the time we get to September, October, this business will be at, 6 figures, and I'm very excited for it. And I'm very blessed to be able to have this opportunity, blessed to have the help that I have around me to help me build this, in terms of whether it's my mentor, the future painters, the future marketers, and the homeowners I'll be working with. So I'm pumped to just get after it. And, I'm still documenting the journey every day, going to the gym, doing my macros, getting up early, like I'm doing all that. I still want to get 2 to 3 of these out per week, getting reels out, getting stories out on Instagram, like all of it. I want all of it. I want to truly revolutionize the online coaching to a point where you can understand that you don't need to be like everyone else. I am most certainly not like everyone else, and I am 100% okay with that because I'm fulfilled with the life that I'm building. And some people don't like that. Some people think it's weird or it's cringe or it's, you know, you got to let loose, you got to stay balanced. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, you don't have to stay balanced. When you want a life that isn't balanced, when you want massive goals, you can't stay balanced. You're going to have seasons where you're not balanced. It's that simple. You got to be willing to sacrifice. I can't go out and drink 2 or 3 nights a week and party every weekend, which isn't even really what I want to do, and get the life that I want and build the business that I want and build this online coaching business and have the physique I want all at the same time. So I'm willing to sacrifice those things in the short term and honestly the long term to build what I want now and for the foreseeable future. And once you can make that decision and you're good, you move on, you keep moving towards your goals, nothing can stop you as long as you have actionable steps to get there. But with all that being said, you guys are looking to get in the best shape of your life. Build that mindset to become the person that's capable of maintaining that physique and becoming the person that's able to succeed in any career, anything you're trying to do. I got my book a call link in the description below. Go take a look at it. Let's get on a call. See if you're the right fit for the program. I'm accepting a couple more people. I'm not going crazy with the amount of people I'm taking on these next couple months because I am doing the painting business as well, and I want to be able to give you guys my full attention. But I'm accepting a couple more people. So get on a call, see if you're the right fit, and we'll get after it. But with all that being said, I'm heading out of here. I'm going to go get these flyers out. We're going to go to over to Londonderry, get some flyers, get some lawn signs out. We're getting 250 out a day with 5 lawn signs. And we're just keeping that ball rolling, 1% better every day. That's all we can do. But hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Let me know what other videos you guys are looking for. We'll get after it. Let's go, boys.